Shafkeen, over to you.
Good afternoon and a warm welcome to everyone present. Dharmo Rakshati Rakshita. I, Shakeen Khan, along with my co-host Pratyasha Paul, I'm really privileged to welcome you for the workshop convened by our professor Dr. Kumkum Ray on value addition, life skills, ethics and human values. Today's workshop, like all of the previous ones, will consist of an intellectual address by a guest speaker followed by a question and answer session. Yesterday, Professor Dr. Jyoti Devan spoke about creativity. She went on about the inventive ability and its features. She presented the various models of creative thinking and problem solving, including the Scamper model and the six thinking hats. She discussed the collaboration of the creativity with technology and NEP 2020. The program instilled deep knowledge about creativity and the methods to encourage creative thinking.
In an ever changing world, it is becoming increasingly crucial to provide ourselves with the tools we need to successfully navigate life. And that is exactly what this program wants to do. Equip each of you with critical life skills, establish strong ethics, and build a profound awareness of human values. As for our Deputy Vice Chancellor said on the inaugural day, the correct use of AI can only be achieved through ethics, human values, and life skills. So, without further ado, let us embark on this remarkable journey together and make the most out of this workshop. We are honored to introduce our esteemed professor, Dr. Kumkum Ray, who is the founder director of the Institute with 48 years of teaching experience. She has a Cambridge Honours degree from Lady Shri Ram College, Delhi University, and a remarkable PhD thesis on Anglo-Indian nationalist poet Henry Louis Vivien Desrosiers, for which she received the Best Thesis Award. She is a tremendous educational social activist, and we are privileged to have her as our inspiration. Let us warmly welcome Professor Dr. Kumkum Ray.
A very good afternoon, Pranam. We are really indebted to Mr. Prakash, who is, in spite of being a brilliant police officer, into various roles of leadership and a persona par excellence. Participants today, you are going to hear words from a successful man. Apart from being a thorough professional, a master of ceremonies, an ethical man of values and soft skills, we are not going to waste any time but give the platform to you. I am personally indebted to you. And let me share, I can never forget that years back in 1998-99, Mr. Prakash D helped me tremendously in editing my thesis, a bond that grew so strong and was never broken, and it continues till today. As a young officer, when I saw him, I thought he has a lot of potentiality, and I was not wrong. He has proved not only himself, but made fields of administration, life, and I welcome him and very warmly welcome him because I have always taken the opportunity for my students to benefit from his words. So thank you, Mr. Prakash. Over to you. Yes, over to the moderator. Over to the moderator.
Shafkeen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your encouraging words. As Sam Levinson said, don't watch the clock, do what it does. Keep going. In today's competitive employment market, employability skills are essential. These skills include a variety of abilities that go beyond technical knowledge and academic credentials. Effective communication, problem solving, teamwork, adaptability, and a strong work ethic are one of them. Employers recruit applicants with these skills because they add to an organization's overall productivity and success. Individuals can improve their chances of finding work and networking and pursuing opportunities to obtain practical experience are all part of developing employability skills. It is an investment in both personal and professional development, providing doors to a diverse range of opportunities in the ever-changing workplace. Mr. Prakash T is an eminent Indian Police Service officer who has made remarkable contributions to maintaining law and order and upholding justice in the country with his extensive experience and unwavering dedication. Having joined the police force in 1995, Mr. Prakash has served in various capacities, showcasing his exemplary leadership skills and a deep commitment to public service. He has held key positions as Superintendent of Police, Deputy Inspector General, and Inspector General in different states. He has been instrumental in combating crime, promoting community policing, and implementing effective crime prevention strategies. He has also played a pivotal role in managing critical situations, maintaining peace during challenging times, and ensuring the safety and security of citizens. We advise you to be attentive throughout the session. Towards the end of the session, all the participants will be required to mail answers to a few questions based on the topic. Only after the submission of the assignment will you be eligible for receiving the certificate of participation. Everyone, please join me in extending a warm welcome to our esteemed guest speaker, Mr. Prakash T, who will be shedding light on the crucial topic of employability, offering a pathway to professional growth and career fulfillment. With his expertise and extensive knowledge in this field, we eagerly look forward to this insightful session. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. It's a pleasure to interact with all of you. I hope I am audible.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to join and address, talk, interact with young students. I am grateful to Dr. Kumkum Ray, Director, Amity School of Languages and Amity University, Lucknow campus for this opportunity given to me today afternoon to interact with young and bright minds. Dr. Kumkum Ray is like a mentor to me, and also her husband, Dr. Umapat Ray, who was an illustrious IPS officer of Uttar Pradesh cadre. I remember the days when I joined as an young assistant superintendent of police in Meerut. Dr. Ray was my DIG. He was a mentor, he was almost a father figure, and man has been guiding me and my family throughout. I am grateful to all of you. This particular workshop on value addition, I especially congratulate whoever has decided the topic, life skills, ethics, and human values. The entire gamut of value addition has been categorized into three heads: life skills. If you are alive, if you want to live, you must attain certain skills. And after attaining the skills, you also should have ethics. Life is meaningless without ethics in any walk of life. It is not just public life, even in your personal life, as a student, as a teacher, as an individual, as a citizen of the country, as a human being. All of us have and we have to have some ethics in our approach to problems and life as such. So life skills, ethics, and then comes the human values. Just imagine what is life without values. A place, a school, a college is an institution where you understand all these things, skills, ethics, and values, and when you go step out of the campus, you apply this in your life. I have been given the topic employability skills. Again, it is part of life skills. Why do we study? We study to gather knowledge. We also study to establish ourselves in the society. We have an aim. We have an objective of having an employment. Employment does not mean just government job. It's more than that, beyond the government job. So if you want to achieve these skills, how do you shape yourself? And what are these skills? What are you supposed to do? And what will happen if you achieve, understand, and learn those skills? Like my dear young brothers and sisters, all of us know we add years to our life every year, every birthday. Suppose if somebody is celebrating his 36th birthday this year, next year will be 37, 38, and so on. So when we add years to our life, we grow physically, mentally, spiritually. But when you add value, you mature. That is the importance of having values in your life. It is not just the physical being. It is something which is inside. Some of it is inborn, some of it you learn, and some of it you take as you grow in your life, as you move into society, as you grow up. So we add values to become mature. The employability skills are essential skills which are personal qualities and values which enable you to thrive in a workplace. Let it be a college, let it be a school, let it be an office. There are so many people. But some people, they sparkle, they shine, they stand apart from others. All of us know. So what are the attributes which make them stand apart from others? What are the qualities which make them shine in the peer group? What are these things which make them taller and more visible? So all of us want to excel in our work, all of us want to excel in our life. So how do we differentiate ourselves from others? I will basically deal with 5 important skills, employment skills. The first one is leadership. Leadership is something which a human being, a man or a woman, he exhibits at certain difficult situations. There are so many people, but there are some people who lead and the others follow. So leadership is a skill which helps you to stand apart from others. The second quality would be effective communication. Like now I'm communicating to you through a medium. You talk amongst yourselves. The lecturer, the professor delivers a lecture. The Honorable Prime Minister talks over the radio, Man Ki Baat. The Honorable CM gives a speech. So effective communication. The third would be teamwork. Teamwork will be the third attribute, the topic which we will discuss as an employability skill. The fourth will be critical thinking, not just ordinary thinking, critical thinking. The last is professionalism. I'll repeat: leadership, effective communication, teamwork, critical thinking, and professionalism. We have heard about Michelangelo, the world famous painter and sculptor. Michelangelo. Somebody asked him, "Sir, tell me, how is it you make statues, beautiful statues, from just a rock, a stone? A rock is there. The sculptor makes a very beautiful statue. Sometimes you feel that the statue may become alive at any time. We appreciate the statues." Do you know what was the answer given by Michelangelo? Michelangelo said, "The statue is already there in the stone." Just listen to me. The statue is already there in the stone. I just remove the unwanted portion. Just imagine. What an answer. An answer with a lot of meaning. Just the statue is already there. The sculptor removes just the unwanted portion, and then the statue comes alive. So the first employability skill, as I said, is leadership. A leader is one who takes the people ahead where they want to go. I'll just take you to the freedom struggle time. Just imagine, all of us have read about how we got freedom from an alien rule. We have read about the father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi. We have seen the picture, Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhi was just a single individual. He became a leader. Some attributes he had inside, some he learned from others, and the other attributes he gathered had. Yes, there was some disturbance. I hope I am audible.
Yes, sir, you are
Yes,
audible.
sir.
Yes. Sorry for the interruption. Mahatma Gandhi was a leader. He led the country in difficult times. He was a democratic leader. There are many types of leadership: democratic leadership, autocratic leadership. But then he was a democratic leader who took everybody with him during the freedom struggle. People who were very rich, industrialists, landowners, they just followed him. People who had studied abroad, he himself had studied in London, he was a barrister at law. People who were very well learned, very well read. At the same time, if you read the freedom struggle movement, ordinary people who did not have much of understanding, much of education, they also followed him. He was a leader who took everybody along with him. So, in any situation, I will urge you, my dear friend, you must take everybody along with you. There will be difference of opinion. If you want to become a leader, you lead from the front. But remember, you are not a boss. You are a co-worker taking everybody along with you to achieve a purpose. So a leader should have leadership qualities such as understanding others, listening to the peers, finding problems, and taking everybody along. So this is the time when you, as young students in the campus, shape yourself, make yourself a leader in your situation, so that when you go out of the campus, whether it is a professional field, educational field, or you join a government institute, anywhere, you lead. You have leadership qualities within you. But a leader has to be a team worker. If somebody, it is not a race. You come first, look back and see nobody is behind you because you are number one. No. A leader is basically someone who takes everybody along with him or her. So leadership quality is something which you learn, you have to, the skill as the most important employability skill. The second thing would be communication. Like in your university, you are given umpteen chances to make yourself a good communicator. Written communication, you write a lot. There are so many social media platforms where you can exhibit your writing skills, spoken communication. You have so many chances, you get so many chances, opportunities to go on the stage, to make yourself a good communicator. There are many platforms, many opportunities are given to young students these days, especially in a university like Amity University. So make use of all these opportunities and be a good communicator. Story, I am reminded of a story. There was an old man, old couple. So this old man, he thought that his wife was not listening to him properly. It happens everywhere. So his wife was not listening to him. He had a doubt that she had some hearing problem. So this old man went to a doctor and told him, sir, these days, of late, whenever I call my wife, whenever I ask her to do something, she hardly listens to me. She has some problem in hearing. The doctor said, okay, have a small check. Do it today. Go to your house, and when she calls you for dinner, stand 50 feet apart from her, 50 feet away from her, and ask her, darling, what is there for dinner? If she doesn't reply, then go at 30 feet, go near her, 30 feet away from her, then ask again, darling, what is there for dinner? Even when if she doesn't hear, if she doesn't listen to you, if she doesn't reply, go near her 10 feet and then ask her in a loud voice, darling, what is there for dinner? So this old man thought, okay, let me do this so that I find out whether there is some problem of hearing with my wife. So he went 50 feet, he asked her, no reply. 30 feet, he asked her, no reply. When he went very close to her, 10 feet away from his wife, and asked her the same question, darling, what is there for dinner? The lady said, I have been telling you thrice that we have rice and lentils for dinner. This is the third time I am telling you. So just imagine who is having problem with hearing. Communication is like this. Many times you feel that you have communicated the right thing, but the audience, the receptor, the people who receive your communication, whether they receive it the way you wish, this is something questionable. So you have to be a good communicator. Whenever you get a chance, you grab it, you write essays, poems, whatever is there. You speak, go on the stage, be a good communicator. Come out of all your stage fears and other fears. So communication skills is something which you have to learn, and I'm sure a campus like Amity University gives you many platforms, many opportunities. So I will urge you to make use of all these opportunities. And when you step out of the campus, you are a good communicator. You have control over your language. You're clear in communication. You have to be very clear. You have to be concise. Whatever you want to convey, you have to be concise and concrete. You should have concrete ideas. You can't just waver here and there because the time is very less in any organization, in any situation. So you have to be concrete and you have to be correct. You have to use the correct words at the correct place. You have to be coherent. You have to be coherent, continuous in delivering your ideas. And you have to be complete. Whatever you say should be complete and courteous. Nobody likes a person who just throws away expletives. So you have to be courteous. Be clear, concise, concrete, correct, coherent, complete, and courteous. So the second skill is communication. The third skill is teamwork. As on today, in this modern world, hardly there is any task except a very few which can be done by a single individual. There are a few tasks, jobs, which can be done by a single individual, but the rest of the platform needs a good team worker. Be a part of the team. You can excel in the team, but you are not beyond the team. You are one of the members of the team. All of us, we say together or we think together. It is like this. So you have to have a good team, and everyone in the team is important. As they say, alone we can do so little. Together we can do so much. Alone we can do so little. Together we can do so much. But how do you be a part of the team? You have to build the trust of your team members. Like we saw in the leadership skill. A leader is also essentially a part of the team, but he excels for others. But then he must build trust. You must build trust in your team. If you are a team member, and you must bring out the synergy. You must bring out the synergy. Together we can do so much. They say if you divide the task, you multiply the success. If you divide the task, you multiply the success. So any task, if it's divided among the team members, and if there is a good leader, and he communicates properly what is needed in that situation, your team wins. All of us have watched a hockey team, football team, cricket team. We have played hockey, football, cricket. Just imagine you are in the ground. Basically, essentially a member of the team of that cricket, on the cricket pitch. So you have to adjust yourself as per the skills of others. Then only your team succeeds. So individually, you cannot do much, especially in team game. The team spirit should be there. Teamwork is very important. Then we think of critical thinking. In any situation, an employability skill which is necessary is critical thinking. You have to analyze, interpret the situation. You have to analyze, interpret the situation. In anywhere, like inside a campus, school, or a college, or in an office, or even in a family, we have seen some people they think critically, some of our own relatives, some of our own peer members, some of the seniors. If the rank does not matter. So you have to think analytically, analyze the situation and interpret, evaluate and is very necessary in today's world, whether it is a corporate world or it is a government enterprise, any platform. A leader is one who analyzes the situation, interprets, evaluates, gets the judgment, be a good team worker. Communication is very effective. It takes everybody along. The last attribute, there are so many. I have picked up only 5. The fifth and the last attribute which we will discuss today is professionalism. In any situation, you would have seen or you would see anyone who excels is a good professional. Just think of any situation. Think of a cricket pitch. Only the professional player, he excels. Of all the 11 members, a good batsman, a good bowler, who shows his professional skill, he is adored, he becomes a hero. Somebody, somebody we have come across. So for that, you should attain good professionalism and be confident. You become confident when you have good professionalism with you, when you understand the situation, when you interpret it, and you are a leader, you take everybody along with you. And as you move, you learn continuously. Professionalism is not something which you go and buy in a market or which you acquire on a single day. This is something, it's a continuous process. You learn continuously. And then you have to practice time management. If a problem is thrown in front of us and we are supposed to find a solution, everything works in a time frame. So within the given time frame, you have to find a solution. That means you should have time management. And in today's world, you should be multitasking. Employability skills, professionalism needs multitasking. There are so many problems in a corporate world, in a government platform, anywhere. So if you have those skills and if you practice, if you learn things when you are inside the campus, in a workshop like this, in any opportunity, if you hone your skills, and as Michelangelo said, if you remove the unwanted things from your personality, sharpen your skills, sharpen the saw, have an aim, an objective, and as you study your subject, as you prepare yourself, before you come out, you are a complete individual, a person with all these good qualities, the qualities which the world expects from you, the qualities which will help you to excel in a situation, and the qualities which make you stand apart from others. It is not the designer clothes you wear, it is not the costly items, the devices you handle. It is a combination of your personality which is inside and which is seen or shown outside. So I would urge all the young brothers and sisters who are in this platform today. Again and again I will repeat, I am also a parent, I tell the same thing to my own children. Grab the opportunity. You are fortunate to be in a campus like this. You are fortunate, blessed to have so many opportunities given in front of you. When we were students, we didn't have the internet. It was only the library which was the wealth of knowledge. But today we have access to internet. We have become smart with tablets, with smartphones. So instead of using these things for something which is not good, the platform is full of things, you have to pick up the right one. Any platform for that matter. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Internet, Google, anything. It is there in front of you on a platter. It is for you to pick up the things which will be useful, which will help you to shape your personality, which will help you to balance your attributes, which will help you to hone these skills, which will help you to attain and sharpen your brain, the leadership skills, the communication, teamwork, critical thinking, and professionalism. I wish and pray, I wish all of you the best of health, the best of everything in the days to come. I forgot to say in the beginning, I am attending as a parent also. My own son is in Amity University, Noida campus. He is doing his PG, MA, second year in international relations. I've seen the change in him. He did his UG also in Amity, Noida campus. So somebody raw, young, not much of understanding, not much of clarity in your thoughts. Somebody, I was like the same, when we enter a college, the 3 years or the 5 years or more, the period which you spend in a campus like this, which shapes you, which sharpens you, which removes the unwanted place of the material. And then when you come out, you are a complete individual. Like in Raymond's advertisement, if you see, they used to have a complete man, somebody who is well dressed is projected as a complete man. As I said, it is something which is inside and seen outside. The combination of both that makes it complete. Once again, on this situation, on this occasion, I thank Dr. Professor Kumkum Ray. As I said, she has been a guiding figure for me, for my family. I remember with gratitude late Dr. Umapat Ray, IPS, who retired as DG in the state. And I thank all of you for your patient listening. And if the MC approves, then we leave it open for question and answer session. Thank you. I stop here.
On behalf of our ESL family, we thank you for providing your gracious presence to join us to enhance our knowledge and perception through your well-grounded address on leadership, professionalism, effective communication, team building, and critical thinking. I'm sure your promising words will help us in the long run, sir.
The workshop won't be effective if the audience is uncertain and confused. To ensure we clear up everyone's question, we are giving the platform to everyone for a question and answer session. To be given the chance to talk, raise your hands or write the question in the chat box.
Are there any questions?
Yes, sir. I have a question.
Yeah, please share.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Bhamini. Sir, I have a question that sometimes, like as you spoke on communication skills, like it is a very important element and it is a very important characteristics which is included in employability. So, sir, I wanted to ask that how can one improve his or her communication skills? Because sometimes we see that there are many talented people, there are many skilled people who are from rural areas, who are from villages. They have that sense and they have that capability to be employed, but due to their communication skills, somewhere they lack. So, sir, can you tell us that how to improve our communication skills? Thank you.
Thank you for the good question. I myself, I am from a rural background, not a city like Lucknow. I come from a rural background. I don't say I'm a very good communicator, but you should have the ability to learn new things. Like when you start, it is not just English language. Of course, English is a platform which takes you even outside the country. हिंदी भी है. मैं तमिलनाडु के रहने वाला हूँ. जब मैं उत्तर प्रदेश में आया था, हिंदी का एक शब्द भी नहीं जानता था. जब IAS अकेडमी मसूरी मैं प्रशिक्षण के लिए गया था, तो वही सबसे पहले हम लोगों को हिंदी सिखाना शुरू किया था. तो वहीं से हम लोगों ने हिंदी सीखनी शुरू की. उत्तर प्रदेश जैसे प्रदेश में हिंदी यदि आप नहीं जानते हैं, तो आप आम नागरिक से संवाद संपर्क नहीं कर सकते. तो वो सोचेंगे आप किसी अन्य ग्रह से आए. तो मैं धीरे धीरे हिंदी सीखने शुरू किया. आज कुछ हद तक मैं बोल सकता हूँ, लिख सकता हूँ, इवन मंच में जाके भी मैं हिंदी में भाषण भी दे सकता हूँ. तो इट इज बेसिकली द अर्ज फ्रॉम विद इन यू. You are very right. How do you start and where do you start? As they say, you start now, you start today. You start today, you start now. One thing which all of us have to do, especially as students, you have to read a lot. Because there are so many things in the world happening around you. Just open your phone, like all of us have a smartphone. So many things are being thrown. So you have to read a lot to understand the matrix behind it. So you have a good library, you have access to good books, good journals, good newspapers, you listen to things, you see good programs on the TV. So read a lot, improve your vocabulary. Improve your vocabulary. The command over words, which word should be used at what place. We may commit mistakes. Nobody is going to shoot you to death. Nobody is going to cut off your neck. So improve your vocabulary. And spoken English also is connected to your written skills. So writing also should be good. Once you start good writing, then automatically you start good oral English also, spoken English. Another thing is, again I would say, make use of your phone. You need not even show it to anybody. You speak on a topic, record your own speech, and then replay it. You record your own speech with your smartphone, replay it. You can yourself see your facial expression, your body language, the words you use, whether you stumble somewhere, and then you start learning from that. All of us, we have learned like this, and we are learning every day. All of us are learning every day. But again, I would say communication is very important. Communication is very important, even within the family of people. मियाँ बीवी के बीच में, husband and wife के बीच में भी तमाम समस्या इसलिए आ जाता है, वही कम्युनिकेशन प्रॉब्लम रहता है. पेरेंट्स और स्टूडेंट के बीच में जैसे there is communication gap between the boss and his subordinates, even the teacher and the taught. I'll just tell you one small example. There was a professor, a very strict professor. He brought two bottles in his hand to the class. One bottle was, both were filled with water. Both the bottles were filled with water, and in the first bottle, he put some worms. Sorry, both were not filled with water. The bottle on the right side was filled with water. The bottle on the left side was filled with liquor, sharab. So he brought both the bottles in front of the class, showed it to the students, and he told them, see, I brought two bottles. In my right hand is the bottle with water. On my left hand is the bottle with liquor. He took some worms, took some worms and put it in the bottle on the right side. It had water. The worms were moving around, swimming in the water. Then again he took some worms, put it on the bottle on the left side, which had liquor. And then he showed it to the students. All the worms died. So he asked the students, what do you infer from this? आप इससे क्या समझते हैं? पानी में जो है मैंने कीड़े डाले, वो आराम से अंदर तैर रहे हैं. बाएं हाथ में जो लिकर है, शराब, उसके अंदर कीड़े डाले हैं, वो सारे कीड़े मर गए. what do you infer from this? He asked. He was a good teacher. He wanted to teach something. Nobody stood up. Nobody said anything. One fellow stood up from the corner and said, "Sir, I have understood." The teacher was very happy. "Yes, please tell me." He says, "If you drink liquor, the worms inside your stomach will die. If you drink liquor, the worms inside your stomach will die." So here the teacher has failed in communicating the ill effects of liquor. The class was about ill effects of liquor. So he wanted to show you should not drink because it is not good for your health. See, even the worms died. But that boy, he understood that the worms inside the stomach, they die because of liquor, and liquor is good for consumption. So communication skills have to be toned, have to be sharpened. And you have to start, and as I said many times, a college or a school or any platform like this gives you umpteen opportunities. Thank you. Next question.
Thank you, sir.
Any other question? Like when I was in the college, post-lunch sessions used to be very tough for us. Post-lunch sessions used to be very tough for us. We used to request our professors or teachers not to have any post-lunch sessions. So he would ask us, "अरे कुछ तो भरना है timetable में, post-lunch हम क्या भरेंगे?" So we used to suggest our library लीजिए. So those days we didn't have all these smart devices. We had only the library. So most of the days in the afternoon session, the timetable we to library, and library all of us know. So this is the post-lunch session, but I am happy to see all the bright faces. If there is no other question, then we can wind up. We can call it a day.
I don't think there are any more questions.
Okay.
As we reach the culmination of this enriching workshop on employability, it is with a sense of fulfillment and gratitude that we reflect upon the knowledge shared, connections made, and the growth we have experienced. I hope that the insights gained and the practical strategies discussed during this workshop have equipped you with the tools necessary to enhance your employability and embark upon a successful career journey. Before we conclude, let us remember these wise words from Zig Ziglar, who once said, "Your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude."
We are grateful to Professor Dr. Kumkum Ray and our esteemed guest speaker, Mr. Prakash D, along with all the faculty, student coordinators, and our wonderful audience to make this event a successful one. We hope that this workshop enhances our collective knowledge. The assignment has been posted. Please complete and submit it latest by 8 p.m. today. The assignments must be completed on time to be considered for certificates. Now we have reached the end of the third day of this workshop. Stay tuned as Dr. Krishnadat will be speaking on emotional intelligence tomorrow. Wish you a productive day ahead. Thank you.
You once again, and students, I hope you've learned a lot from Sir, and his words will help you at every step. Thank you so much, Mr. Prakash. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. It has been a pleasure. Jai Hind.